सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु। तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओमित्येतदक्षरमुद्गीतमुपासीत ओमिति ह्युद्गायते तस्योपव्याख्यानम् सायं देवता ऐक्षत हन्त अहमिमास्तिस्रो देवताः अनेन जीवेन आत्मना अनुप्रविश्य नामरूपे व्याकरवाणि ते सायं प्रकृता सदाख्या देवता तेजोबन्नयोनिः यही उक्ता ऐक्षत. This devata, whose name was Sat, who is called Sat, who is the yoni, the very cause of the tejobanna, of the elements fire, water and earth, that deity. Sa Ikshita Ikshitavati Aikshata Ikshitavati Yathapuram Bhusyamiti. Just as earlier the same deity had deliberated may become many, similarly it deliberated now. Hanta imaha tisro devataha anena jivena atman anupravishya nam rupe vyakarvan iti aikshata. That I will enter these three devatas, these are the elements fire, water and earth. Anena jivena, as a jivatma, to sustain the life. Nam rupe vyakarvani, I will enter them and I will bring clearly to manifestation the names and forms. Did the Devata enter as consciousness? Answer is no. Anen jivena atmana anupravishyati vachanat. As Jivatma, the deity entered. What do you mean by entering as Jivatma? Jivo hi nama devatayaha abhasamatram. The so-called Jiva is nothing but the reflection of Devata Satchidananda. Buddhyadi bhutamatra samsarga janitaha. So what is that reflection? Is the contact. So the consciousness being reflected in this buddhi, etc., in the upadhi, beginning with buddhi. Adesheva pravishtaya purusha pratibimba. Just as the reflection of a person enters the mirror. Jaladrishyeva suryadinam. Just as sun and other shining objects as though enter the pool of water as reflection. How can there be this reflection? Reflection can be of an entity that has form, like sun has form. Sun is a location, and sun is separated from water, which is a reflecting medium. But here this deity is non-dual, nothing is apart from the deity. It is formless, attributeless, so how can it get reflected? Achintya ananta shaktimatya devatayaha buddhyadi sambandha chaitanya avasaha. Do not imagine that there is in fact a reflection thing, but the aspect of reflection. So in Brahma Sutra also the discussion came that this example is not to be taken in its entirety. Just as the reflection is upadhi pakshapati, the reflection as though inherits the attributes of the upadhi, the reflecting medium, namely water in this case. Similarly also the Jivatma inherits or is influenced by, is characterized by the attributes of this upadhi. The upadhi is mortal, so Jivatma feels mortal. Upadhi is limited, Jivatma feels limited. It is in that respect that the example of reflection is given, but no real reflection is meant here. The example is given to explain why we feel the way we do. Why do we feel the way we do? How is it that the limitless feels limited? How is that I feel separated from the world? Well, I am one non-dual. How do I feel separated from others? In that, this example of reflection is an excellent example how one reflection feels separate from other reflections. How the sun that is bright and shining, the reflection feels dull, limited, wavy, unsteady. Similarly, the jiva also feels restless, feels dull, feels limited, feels separated from others. In that respect, the example of reflection is extremely useful. Devata Swarupa Viveka Agrahana Nimittaha. That Jivatma does not know that my true nature is consciousness. Instead, so there is Avarana and Vikshepa. Avarana, not knowing that Satchidananda or consciousness is my nature. Vikshepa, taking his upadhi, the body, mind, sense complex as myself. Buddhyadi adhyasa siddhyati. That's how there is the mutual superimposition, where the attributes of the upadhi, the body, mind, sense complex are superimposed upon the self, and the attributes self are also thought to be located in the upadhi. So consciousness is the very Atma, the very self. Therefore, the body, etc., are taken to be self. The consciousness self is very dear to me. Therefore, the upadhi also becomes very dear to me. And similarly, the body is limited, and therefore the consciousness is thought to be limited. The reason is aviveka, not being able to distinctly know the nature of the self and taking self to be different from what it is. From that sukhi, dukhi, mudha iti aneka vikalpa pratyahetu. From that I am happy, unhappy, dull, deluded, this kind of vikalpa, this kind of conclusions, notions arise about one's own self. न दैहिकैः स्वतः सुख दुःखादिभिः संबध्यते. It is only a reflection that is associated with the upadhi, not the consciousness. Just as the reflection alone is associated with the reflecting medium, not the sun. And therefore, just as sun does not get affected by the limitations or attributes of the reflecting medium water, so also the consciousness does not get reflected by or does not affected by the limitations of the upadhi. एकस्तथा सर्वभूतांतरात्मा न लिप्यते लोक दुखेन बाह्यः. The loka, the upadhi experiences, the jivatma experiences the sukha dukkha, but the Paramatma who transcends the jivatma is ever free from that. Then the jiva is mrisha, is mithya. Does it mean that the whole samsara also is mithya? Says yes. But one thing is that sadatmana satyatva abhipagamat. That jiva is mithya as far as the name and form are concerned, but as far as the very content, the consciousness is concerned, jiva also is real from the standpoint of sat or existence. And so also the universe of names and forms is real from the standpoint of the sat or asti bhati priyam. And therefore, yakshan rupo balihi iti nyaya prasiddhi. The offering is only in keeping with the nature of the devata. So if jiva is mithya, samsara also is mithya. His coming ihaloka, parloka, gamanam, going from this world to the other, etc., is all mithya. Sadatmana sarva-vyavaharanam sarva-vikaranam satyatvam. As sat, all the vyavahara, all the vikara are real. Satah anyatvena anutatvam. Whereas, other than sat, it is anutam or mithya. Meaning devoid of sat. The names and forms are mithya, devoid of sat. Now continuing on the page 239 with the passage number 3. Says Anandagiri in the 24th line, Vyakarvani tedantam vakyam vyakhyaya. So, this Vakya, Vyakarvani, has been explained or has been discussed by Bhashyakara. Anena jivina atma anupravishya nam rupe Vyakarvani iti. That Vakya, Vyakhyaya. Tat anudya. That very Vakya also is anuvada, is reiterated. Tasam iti vyachaste. Next passage begins with Tasam. So, in order to explain that passage, begin with Tasam, Bhashyakara reproduces, reiterates. So, what was stated in the earlier passage. Bhashyakara says, Sa evam tisro devata anupravishya स्वात्म अवस्थे बीजभूते अव्याकृते नाम रूपे व्याकरवाणी इति ईक्षित्वा. So this has to be added. This has to be supplied. Sa devata, that devata evam, in the manner described in the previous passage, tisro devata anupravishya, having entered the three devatas, entered the three elements. Swatma avasthe. So the other Tikakara says, Vyakarvani in that line 30, iti anena nam rupayoho purvamapi vidyamanata pratiyate. Nam rupe Vyakarvani. I'll bring the manifestation of name and form. And it doesn't say it will create the name and form. Vyakarvani means I will clearly bring the manifestation, the names and forms. You can bring the manifestation what is. What is unmanifest can be brought to manifestation. Manifestation, nothing new is created, so names and forms are not new. So Tikakara says, Purvamapi vidyamanata pratiyate. So that these are to be brought to manifestation means that they existed earlier also. What existed earlier is brought to manifestation. Vyaktikarnasya vidyamana vishayatvat. Vyaktikarnam, bringing the manifestation always, is centered upon something which is existing. Vidyamana vishayatvat. Meaning, manifestation can only be of something which exists, which is unmanifest but which exists. Dharvipretya swatma avasthe iti bhashyakare swatma avasthe nama rupe. Swatmani avasthe, swatma avasthe. Tikakara says, swatma, what is swatma? Swasya nama rupasya atma. What is that? The names and atma of the names and forms. Who is that? Maya Shaktimat Chaitanyam. So, Atma of name and form is Chaitanyam, endowed with Maya Shakti. Maya Shaktimat Chaitanyam. Because all of this creation, manifestation, all of this can be brought about only by the Maya Ubhayata Chaitanyam. Chaitanya of consciousness itself doesn't do. But with the help of Maya, all of this is done. Therefore, Maya Shaktimat Chaitanyam is the Atma of the names and forms. Tasmin Swatmasthe. Tasmin Avasthayayoho Te Tathokte. In that Chaitanya, the names and forms have their avastha, have their being in the Chaitanya. So these names and forms which have their being in the consciousness, which were what? Bijabhute, Tatra Pramanamaha, Bijabhute, of the nature of seed, of the nature of cause. Says the Tika, Asatah Shashavishanadehe Utpatti Adarsanat. What is non-existent, such as Shashavishanam, Utpatti Adarsanat. We never see that Shashavishanam, the horn of a hare, is never seen to be created. Bijarupena Satoho eva Utpatti iti Tatsaddha Siddhi iti bhavaha. Since what is non-existent cannot come to manifestation. Like the horn of a hare, which is non-existent, cannot come into manifestation. But here the names and forms come into manifestation means that they are not like the Shathravishana or the horn of the hare, they are unmanifest, they are already existing. So sato satoho eva utpatti iti. So nam rupayoho satoho eva utpatti. The names and forms which are already in existence, they alone they are created, meaning they are brought to manifestation. Iti tat satta siddhi iti bhava. The fact that they are manifest means that they are already existing. Anena asat karyavadah shrutya nirasto veditavyah. Nam rupe vyakarvani, when the Shruti says that I'll clearly bring the manifestation names and forms, means Shruti accepts that names and forms are already existing. That is called Satkaryavada. The view that the Karya, the effect, Sat, is already existing in the cause. Because there are Naiyayikas who are Asatkaryavadinah. They say that a pot has no existent lump of clay. Lump of clay does not contain pot. A pot that did not exist in the lump of clay came into existence. This is what they say. Because their argument is that if the pot existed in the lump of clay, then you should be able to perceive it, but you don't perceive. If it's already there, then why does a pot maker need to make all these efforts, to create it? And therefore, a non-existent pot is created. This is called asat karyavada. That karya, the effect, does not exist in the material cause. Sat karyavada, karya, the effect, exists in the material cause. So this is Sankhya view. The Naiyayikas are asat karyavadinah, Sankhyas are sat karyavadinah, and in the Vyavahara, Vedanta also accepts sat karya. Since Vedanta does not accept the existence of Nam Rupa, therefore they are not Satkaryavadina in primary sense. But accepting the Vyavaharik Satta of name and form, Vedanta is Satkaryavadi. Sastayo Sattve Idanimeva Tat Pratiyeta iti. If they are already existing name and form, then how come they are not perceptible now also? Iti asay avyakrita iti. Because the names and forms are unmanifest or undifferentiated. So Vasya Bijabhute avyakrite. Bijabhute, just as in the seed, the tree exists in a potential form, and so also in the consciousness, the names and forms are Maya. Names and form, all these are states of Maya. The Pralaya also is a state of Maya. Creation also is a state of Maya, not the state of consciousness. Maya adhyakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. Lord Krishna says that in my very conscious presence, the prakriti or the Maya brings forth the creation, sustains it, etc. Avyakrite nam rupe vyakarvani iti ikshitva. So vyakarvani iti aikshata iti sambandha. Earlier. So sayam devata aikshata vyakarvani iti aikshata. That goes to the previous passage only. I'll bring the manifestation. This is how the devata deliberated. Similarly, this Tikakara also Vyakaranitasya iti aikshati purvena anvaya. Ikshitva, having visualized, having deliberated, then what did the deity do? The third passage says, Tasam trivrutam ekaikam karvani te. Sayam devata imastisro devata anena jivena atmana anupravishya नाम रूपे व्याकरोत् अनेनैव जीवेन, right? Nam rupe vyakaro. Again, the deliberation continues. तासाम त्रिवृतम त्रिवृतम एकैकाम करवाणे इति ऐक्षत. That how do I bring the manifestation, name and form? For bringing names and forms into manifestation, first of all, these names and forms are tangible. Names and forms, as we see, are perceptible to the senses. They are what we call gross. Whereas those three elements, the fire, water, and earth that are created, are yet subtle. So, first of all, the grossification of the subtle must take place, and then alone the manifestation of names and forms can happen. So, Sayam Devata, so Trivutam Trivutam Ekaikam Karvaneti Aikshada. That each of these three devatas, each of these three deities or the elements, I'll make them threefold, threefold, Trivrit Karanam, Trivritam, Trivritam. Sayam Devata, Imaha Tisra Devataha, Anena Jivena Atma Anupravishya. Understand that word Devata is used for two entities. That Sat or Asti, Asti is also called Devata, and the elements also are called Devata. Therefore, we should understand in what sense the word Devata is used here. So that Devata entered these three Devatas as their Jivatma. Nam Rupe, so Jivena, Anenaiva Jivena, only by this Jiva and no other way. Nam Rupe Vyakarot, brought to manifestation the names and forms. So the Tikakara says, Karvane Tanantaram iti aikshati iti anushangaha. Tasam trivutam trivutam ekaikam karvane iti aikshata. There also. And in Bhashya also. The Bhashyakara says, Tasam cha trisranam devatanam ekaikam trivutam trivutam karvane. First it deliberated that I will enter these three devatas as their jiva. Then deliberates that I will make each of these elements threefold, threefold. The idea is that the elements will be made threefold first, and then it enters, and then the names and forms are brought into manifestation. That's the krama, that's the sequence we should here imagine. तासाम च तिसृणाम देवतानाम एकैकाम त्रिवृतम त्रिवृतम करवाणे इति ऐक्षत. That each of these three devatas, I'll make them threefold, threefold. Both the Tikakaras explain. Anandagiri says, Katham punayadam trivit karanamiti. What is this three? What is this making threefold? Ashankya prathamam ekayikam devatam dvida dvida vibhajya. First of all, divide each of the elements into two halves. Punah ekayikam bhagam dvida dvida krutva. Keeping aside the one half, the second half is further divided into two. So each devata now we have a half and 1/4 and 1/4. Ekaikam punah dvida krutva. Okay. Tat itar bhagayoho nikshipya. That 1/4 is added into the half of the other two. Trivutkaranam vivakshitam. This is prakriya that Vedanta has accepted, Panchikaranam, you know. Oh, okay, that noise comes from here, so I thought this is making sound. Or the same thing is also said in the other tika. Vipsayaha tatparyamaha. Okay, then continuing further. Trivritam. That is said twice, that's called vipsa. And so what's the purpose of repeating this word? Trivritam. So Bhashyakara says, Ekaikasyaha Trivritkarane Ekaikasyaha Pradhanyam Dvayoho Gunabhavah Anyatha he Rajva iva Ekameva Trivritkaranam syat Natu Tisrunam Prithak Trivritkaranamiti. Ekaikasyaha Trivritkarane. Each one of them is made threefold. Ekaikasyaha Pradhanyam. So even though each element contains all the three, the element fire now, the grossified element fire, the subtle element fire is in its pure state 100% fire. But the element fire, when it becomes manifest or grossified, then the gross element fire has half the element fire, 1/4 of water, 1/4 of earth. That's called Trivritam, threefold. Ekaikasyaha Pradhanyam. In that sense, the element fire is half, therefore its Pradhanyam is predominance. Dvayoho Gunabhavah. The other two, the water and earth, have only secondary place. Anyatha Rajvaiva Ekameva Trivritkaranam syat. Otherwise, what happens? Just as there are three strands from which you make one Rajju, similarly, three elements are all combined into one. That's how Trivritkaranam, this word would have understood perhaps. So, Trivritam. Na Tisrunam Pruthak Trivritkaranamiti. Not that each one of them will be made threefold. Here the three will be joined to become one, that is threefold. Siddhanagiri Gunapradhana Bhava Anangikare Samana Parimana Sutra Traya Nirmita Rajjuvat Trivritkaranam Ekameva Syat. So Guna Pradhana Bhava Anangikare. If, for example, in the element fire, you do not accept that fire is pradhanam, predominant, and the other two elements are guna or secondary, if you do not accept that, so how did they arrive at this formula of Trivritkaranam? From this Trivritam Karvani. The word Trivritam is repeated. That means that the threefoldness in this manner. Otherwise, if it was simply Trivritam Karvani, then perhaps it may have been combining the three elements into one. So, if you do not accept Trivritkaranam threefoldness in this manner, then Samana Parimana Sutra Traya Nirmita. There are three sutras, the three threads, which are Samana Parimana, having the same measure. Nirmita Rajjuvata. Just as imagine a rope which is constituted of the three plaiting the threads. So just as a rope can be made of these three threads, in which each one has an equal presence. So if the elements had equal presence in the threefold karanam, meaning the making of threefold, then it would have been like the three strands making a rope, where each one of them has equal presence. But here we accept the pradhana guna bhava. समान परिमाण सूत्र त्रय निर्मित रज्जुवत त्रिउत्करणम एकमेव स्यात्. सो अन्यथा ही रज्ज्वा एव एकमेव त्रिउत्करणम स्यात्. रज्ज्वा एकमेव एव कारार्थम दर्शयति न तु इति भाष्यकार said न तु तिसृणाम पृथक पृथक त्रिउत्करणम. Here each one of them is made threefold. That all the three would have been combined to make one threefold, in which the presence of E would be equal. Here, each one is divided into making them threefold. So one is predominant, other two are secondary. So tisrunam prathak prathak trivutkaranam iti. What is that iti? It says guna pradhana bhavena trivutkaranam upasamhartum iti shabdaha. That making a threefold is in this manner, that one of them is predominant, other two are secondary. To conclude that discussion, Bhashyakara used the word iti. Here if you look at the Abhinava Narayananandendra Saraswati, line 35 in the page 239, Ekayikam devatam dvidva dvidha krutva, same thing, dividing each element into two. Ekayikam ardham punah dvidha krutva, the other each half is again divided into two. Tayoho amshayoho itarayoho devatardayoho prakshepe, each quarter is then added into the half of the other two. Swakyo bhagah ardhamiti itarayoho padamatram padamatramiti. Each element, its own part is half, and other two elements are 1/4 1/4. Iti ekasyaha pradhanyam itarayostu swalpatvat gunabhavaha, and therefore one element has predominance, other two, because they are less in quantity, therefore they are secondary. Idam trivutkaranam pradarshanaartham panchikaranasya. So this one statement of trivutkaranam gives them the basis for panchikaranam. So panchikaranam is not mentioned anywhere. Trivutkaranam is mentioned here. But then, as we discussed elaborately, Taittiriya Upanishad mentions 5 elements. So 5 elements taken from Taittiriya Upanishad and Trivutkaranam taken from Chandogya, you arrive at Panchikaranam. Each element is divided into 5, the fivefoldness. The Tika continues, Tej adi bhutanam tat karya prapanchasya tat karya linga sharivat apratyakshatva apattehe. As I said, one step called grossification has to be involved. This universe of names and forms could not have possibly been created from the elements in the subtle state. Because subtle body is created from the 3 elements, the 5 elements in the subtle state, but it's not visible, not perceptible. Because these subtle elements are not perceptible, therefore what would be created from them also would not be perceptible. Then if this Jagat is the creation of the 3 subtle elements, it would not be perceptible. Pratighatadi abhava prasangat. If you strike a wall, then wall strikes back, pratighata. It's got tangibility. There is the tangibility in this universe. That tangibility is the grossness, that whenever you strike something, there is an equal impact in the opposite direction. Pratighata, the asambhava, that would not be. So you strike the air, then also there is some reaction. But strike the space, no reaction. Similarly, if the universe was made of 5 subtle elements, there will be no friction at all. There will be no pratighata, no aghata, pratighata, no impact either way. Sthula vyavahara anupattescha. Then sthula vyavahara, taking one thing from here, putting it elsewhere, or whatever transactions are done would not be possible if the names and forms were subtle, being created from subtle elements from the subtle state. Therefore, Trivutkaranam Ishyate. Therefore, the step of grossification of three elements is necessary. Tattu Vayu Akasha Tulyam. The same prakriya, the same process also applies to the remaining two elements, Vayu and Akasha, the air and space, which are not specifically mentioned in the Chandogya Upanishad. We should understand them also to be included here. Why do you include the two? Tayoho api pratyakshatvat. Because space and air and space also is considered pratyaksha. Space is said to have the quality of sound, and since you perceive the sound, you say that you are perceiving space. So tayoho api pratyakshatvat. Both Vayu and Akash also are pratyaksha, they are also perceptible. Prativata darshanat. The Vayu also can flow in the reverse direction. So if the Vayu is flowing, then there can be an impact from Vayu also. Sthula vyavahara janakatvacha. And Vayu also creates effect which are very gross, like Vayu can blow away something which is sthula vyavahara. That's a vyavahara or transaction in the gross sense. So this Tikakar also explains Panchikaranam in the same way. Ekaikam bhudam dvidha krutva, same thing. In Panchikaran also divide each element into two. Tatra ekamartham chaturdha krutva, then the remaining half is divided into four. Chaturunam amshanam bhutaturtasya cha ardeshu prakshepa, and then every 1/8 is element into the remaining half. Tatrapi ekaikasya pradhanyam itaresham chaturunam gunabhava iti. There also, so element space now or element fire now will have half the fire, 1/8 space, 1/8 air, 1/8 water, 1/8 earth. There also ekaikasya pradhanyam, each element has predominance because it is 50%, it is half. Itaresham chaturunam gunabhava. The rest of the four are secondary because they are only 12.5%. Vipsa prayojanam vyatireka mukhenaha trivritam, threefold. If that vipsa means that each element is divided this way in the threefold ways, anyathahi. So Bhashyakara said, okay, anyathahi rajvayava ekameva trivutkaram syat nadu tisrunam pruthak trivutkaranamiti. Okay. Astu evam, all right, let it be so. Iti vadantam, so what? Okay. So each element was divided into threefold and then combined. I mean, all right, let it be that way. So what? Then Bhashyakara continues, evam hi iti, Bhashyakara says, और इतश्च गुण प्रधान भावेन त्रिवुत्करणम एष्टव्यम. For this further reason also, we will accept the division, the threefold combination. The threefold combination has to be accepted. Evam hi. Evam hi tejo bannana prithak nam rupa pratyalabhasyat teja iva no teja idam ima apah annamidam iti cha. Evam hi तेजो बन्नानाम पृथंग नाम रूप प्रत्यलाभः. In this manner, only if the grossification is done and if the guna pradhana bhava is there, that one is predominant, other is secondary, then each element gets its nomenclature. This is so. Tejaha idam iti. This is fire. Ima apaha. This is water. Idam annamiti. This is earth. This kind of designation will be possible only if they are distinct elements. You see, otherwise, if the three elements are combined into one like a rope, three strands combined into one rope, then you can't say that this is fire and this is water. They won't get the nomenclature, you follow? If the threefold combination was like the three strands of a rope, then all of them would have the same degree of presence. You can't call this element fire, this element water. But because the combination in this manner, therefore one element gains predominance, therefore that element gets the designation fire, water, earth. Prasang Nam Rup Pratyalabhena bhi kim syad. Alright, suppose each one of them gets their own designation, so says Prasang Nama Pratyalabha syad Tejah idam, etc. etc. Okay. और इधर टीका से अन्यथा तन्य स्यादि शेष है. आप अन्नम idam iti cha अन्यथा tannas. Otherwise we can't say that this is water, this is fire, this is earth. We cannot say if all the three were combined, lumped into one. एवं च सति प्रकाशादि कार्यम असंकरेण तेज आदिना स्यात्. Otherwise, what happens if all the three are combined into one, then each one of them will do all the work. Now we have a composite element, which is combination of fire, water, and earth. Then it will illumine also, it will burn also, all kinds of things it will do. Then there is no distinction of one element from the other. But here in this manner, there is a distinction. Evam cha sati prakashadi karyam asankarena syat. Then the element fire illumines or burns, element water wets, element earth supports. Itartha hi prithivyapi prakashadi karyam syat. Otherwise, Prithvi also, because element fire is in there, that also will start illumining. That's not the case. Saticha. So Bhashyakara says, Saticha Prasang Nama Pratyaya Labhe Devatanam Samyak Vyavaharasya Prasiddhi Prayojanam Syat. Satija Prasang Nama Pratyaya Labhe. Only when each one gets a distinct name. Devatanam Samyak Vyavaharasya Prasiddhi. Then you can say that fire burns. If all the three were there, you don't know which one burns, which one illumines, which one wets, which one supports. You can't say that because all the three have an equal presence. But here, since fire has predominant presence and it burns, we say fire burns, water wets, earth supports. Therefore, Devatanam Samya Vyavaharasya Prasiddhi Prayojanam Sat. That is the purpose of Trivritkaranam, dividing them into threefold. Taduktam Sutra Krita Vaisheshyatu Tadvadas Tadvadaiti. Says Vaisheshyatu Tadvadas Tadvadahiti. Vaisheshyatu Tu Shabda Shanka Vinashaya. Vaisheshyatu in that sutra, that tu is to remove the doubt. Sarvesham prithvyadinam triutkarana avisheshepi. Even though each of the three elements underwent the process of threefoldness, the division in threefold. Vaisheshyat स्वभागस्य प्रचुरत्वाद. वैशेष्याद में प्रचुरत्वाद, because its own bhaga, its own part is predominant. तद्वादः पृथिव्यादि शब्देन प्रसिद्धि व्यवहारः. Therefore the shabda prayoga, this is prithvi, this is water, this is earth, that is possible because of that predominance. Okay. Then says Anandagiri, Sayam ityadi vyachashte. So tasam triutam ekaikam karvani. This much is explained. Sayam devata imaha tisro devataha aneneva jivena atmana anupravishya nam rupe vyakarot. Then as deliberated, this devata, now having grossified the three, then that devata, namely Satchidananda, entered these three and brought to clear manifestation the names and forms. So Bhashyakara explains that in this next sentence. Evam ikshitva sayam devata imastisro devataha anenaiva yatoktenaiva jivena सूर्यबिंबवत् अंतः प्रविश्य वैराजं पिंडम प्रथमं देवादीनां च पिंडान् अनुप्रविश्य यथा संकल्पमेव नाम रूपे व्याकरोत् असौ नामायम् idam rupa iti. Evam ikshitva, having deliberated in this manner, Sayam devata, that devata, Sadakhya devata, the devata called Sat or Asti Bhati Priyam or Satchidananda. Imaha tisro devataha Anena jivena. These three now, the grossified three elements. Imaha tisro devataha, these grossified three elements. Anena eva jivena yathoktena. What is that jiva? Is reflection of consciousness. Yathoktena is explained earlier. So that happens now. The three elements are grossified. Now the consciousness is reflected in them, and that's how Surya Bimbat Antah Pravishya. Just as the sun enters a pool of water, so the consciousness enters these three elements. Vairajam pindam prathamam. So says the Narayana Nandendra. Vairajam pindam samashtideham. Enter the samashthideha, the whole Virat, the whole cosmos is enlivened. Devadinam ja pindan anupravishya. Devadinam ja pindan vyashtidehan. Samashtideha and vyashtideha entered and enlivened them by being reflected in them. Yatha sankalpameva nam rupe vyakarot. And then brought to clear manifestation the names and forms as sankalpa, as deliberated. Asau namayam idam rupa iti. This is, let this be the name, let this be the form. In this manner, it brought to manifestation the names and forms. All of this is now explained by the Tikakara. In the line 26, Pindeshu Pravesha Uktya. So Bhashyakara says, so Vairajam Pindam Prathamam Pravishya. remember that entry is not in the three elements, entry is in the pinda. So from these three elements or five elements, first of all, the pinda means all the universe is created. Entry happens after names and forms are created. There must be something to enter. So this pinda means this gross universe. Vyashti, samashti, and vyashti, the individual body-mind complexes. That is where the consciousness got reflected, it got entered. Mama yunir mahad brahma tasmin garbham dadhamyam, something similar. So says the Tikakara, Pindeshu pravesha uktya. By the ukti, the statement that the consciousness entered pinda. Pinda means the bodies. पाठ व्यत्यय व्यत्यास आश्रयण त्रिवृत्करणं प्रथमं पश्चात त्रिवृत्कृत भूत कार्य पिंडेषु प्रविश्य. So even though Trivutkaranam came first, no, even though earlier it said Nam Rupe Vyakarvani, it said first, and then Trivutkaranam comes later. The passage number 2 said Nam Rupe Vyakarvani. Passage 3 says Trivutkaram Trivuttam Ekaikam Karvani. So Trivutkaranam is mentioned after the Nam Rupa Vyakaranam. But we should Patha Vyatyasa. We should reverse the Patha. And Trivutkaranam Prathamam, we should understand that first of all the deity brought about the threefold division in combination. Paschat Trivrutkata Bhut Karya Pindeshu Pravishya. Thereafter entered the pinda, all these bodies which are the products of this threefold element, three elements. Now Vyakarana Vyakhyadam, that's why Bhashyakara is explained that way. So Bhashyakara said, so Vairajam Pindam Pravishya. So before Pravesha, Pinda is there. So Pinda means the bodies must be created, the Samasti and Vyashti. So then says Nanu Tatha Vyakhyaname Na Yuktam. So this is the explanation of Bhashyakara is not right. That first Trivutkaranam and then entry. Devata Shabdasya Tat Karya Pindeshu Lakshana Apattehe. Because he says Tisro Devataha Anena Jivena Atma Anupavishya. In fact, Devata means three elements. So the words say that the deity says that I will enter these three devatas, I will enter the three elements, as their self, as their jiva. So that devata is interpreted as pinda. Otherwise, because if entry is in the pinda and not in the element, then devata should be interpreted as pinda. Then devata shabdasya tat karya pindeshu lakshana apatte. That means you are interpreting the word devata. So tisro devataha. That devata should be understood as pinda. So lakshana vritti is to be employed. And it's not right to use lakshana where the direct meaning is possible. That's not right. So lakshana apatte. Pindotpatyaha tejo bandhanam rupa vyakarananantarbhavitvena tat purukayana praveshasya Pinda adhikaranatvanupattesya iti. So Pindotpatyaha, when Pindotpatti can take place? The Purupakshi says, when can Pinda or the bodies be created? Tejo bandhanam rupa vyakarananantarbhavitvena. Because Pinda can be there after name and form is there. So what is Pinda? Pinda or the bodies can be there provided names and forms are there. But here you are saying that entered the bodies and then develop the manifested names and forms. So this also is a problem. So Pindotpatyaha. Pindotpatyaha means of the creation of Pinda or the bodies. Tejo bandhanamru vyakarananantarbhavitvena. Because only when the three elements are manifested as names and forms, then only individual and the total body can be there. Tat purukalena praveshasya. Therefore, pravesha must be before pinda. Pinda adhikaranatvanupattescha. Therefore, the point is, did this Devata called Sat enter the three elements, or did this Devata enter the bodies? This is the question. So if you say it entered the bodies, then the threefold combination must take place first, and then you have to reverse the Patha. If you accept the Patha, then the entry is in the threefold, in the three elements, and then there is a creation of Pinda. It is said that this Tikakara has taken up the discussion. Anandagiri did not do that. So he quotes from elsewhere. Virajam devataha koshasya sruštva pravishya amudho mudevahan aste mayayati atharvane. So sruštva, having created what? Virajam, meaning the samashti deha, devataha, vyashti deha. Koshasya, and in the vyashti deha also, having created these 5 koshas, the sheets. Sruštva pravishya, then the devata entered, meaning entry comes after the creation of the vyashti and samashti pinda and the kosha, then the entry comes. Amudaha, muda eva, this devata who is omniscient then functions as a jiva as though he is deluded. Aste maya, because of maya, even though he is consciousness or he is Brahman, takes himself to be jiva, the Shiva takes himself to be jiva. It is atharvane. Sesha iha pravishtaha anakhagrebhyadi kanmashrutau iha pravishta. Sesha iha means for here. Here means in this body. So body is there and then the pravesha, the entry takes place. So we understand from the Kanmashruti, from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. So etameva simanam vidarya etaya dvara prapadyata iti aitare. Having created this body, then etameva simanam vidarya. So breaking open this sima where there is a parting of the hair in the Brahmarandra, so opening that it entered. Meaning the pinda was already there. In each of these 3 quotations, the pinda of the body is already there, then the entry comes. Eva anyatrapi, elsewhere also, praveshasya pinda adhikaranatva shravanena. So we find that the pravesha, the entry, takes place in the pinda, in the upadhi in the body. Ihapi jiva rupena praveshasya tat adhikaranatva avasyam bhavat. Therefore here also we should understand that pravesha takes place after the pinda or the samashti and vyashti bodies are created. Namru vyakaranasya tad adhikaranatva avasyam bhavat. And then the name and form are given. Who will you give name? So name and form are given provided there is some entity to whom you can name. So child must be first there before you can give name. That this is Devadatta and he is fair. So when can you say that? Provided there is some entity whom you can name Devadatta. So pinda must be there for the name and form also to be given, to be assigned. So namru vyakaranasya tad adhikaranatva avasyam bhavat. Name and form require that the pinda or the body must be there. Nama rupa vyakaranasya cha etat anantarbhavinah pravishta vairajadi purusha kartruka vyakaranavishyattva upapattehe. So it is not the Sat Devata that does the manifestation name and form, but then having entered the pinda of Virat, then that Virat actually gives the names and forms. As Virat, the deity gives names and forms. So says, Nama rupa vyakaranasya cha etat anantarbhavinah pravishta vairaja purusha kartruka. Then the Virat Purusha actually brought about the manifestation of names and forms. So as Virat, the deity actually brought the manifestation of names and forms. Praveshasya devata adhikaranatva pakshepi namru vyakaranasya ekadesha vishayasya vaktavyatvat. Praveshasya devata adhikaranatva pakshepi. You will accept that the entry took place in the three elements. Navaru Vyakanasya Ekadesha Vishatvasya Vaktavyattvad. Then also you will accept that name and form are only of one part. But parts must be there for names and forms to be there. Tejo Banna Vishaya Navaru Vyakanasya Purvama Jatatvat Anyatha Tatra Pravesha Anupattehe. Tejo Banna Vishaya Navaru Vyakanasya. If the Navaru Vyakaranam is pertaining to three elements, Purvameva Jatatvat, the three elements are already born, Anyatha Tatra, so Pravesh Anupattehe. So name and form must be already manifest, then only entry is possible. That's the idea here. Now what happens by this explanation? That actual Trivut Karanam, Namaru Vyakaranam, took place not directly by the deity Sat, but by the respective, the Virat does it, and then subsequent stages the name and forms are brought to manifestation. But that contradicts the sutra. What is sutra? Nachevam Sannyamurti Kluptistu Tirut Kurvataha Upadeshadi Sutre. We saw this sutra before, but anyway, here it was just before this. Sannyamurti Kluptistu. The Klupti, meaning the creation or imagination or projection. Sanya Murti. Sanya means name, Murti means form, Nama Rupa. So Sanya Murti Klupti, Nama Rupayoho Vyakriya. The manifestation of name and form, Pruthak Karanam, Trivut Kurta. So that is why the Trivut Kurvataha. So whichever deity actually created the threefold thing, that alone entered. Meaning that according to that sutra, the Parameshvara entered. According to this explanation, the subsequent entities entered, So there seems to be a apparent contradiction. Sutre namro klupte Ishvara kartruto ukti virodha iti vachyam. Don't say that this contradicts that sutra which says Sat entered. Jiva dvara tat kartrukatva upattehe. Even though it says Sat entered, through Jiva it entered. Nama Rupa manifestation, that is brought about through Jiva and not directly by Sat. Just to give the example, Vayavadishu Atma Sushtatvasya Akashadvara eva tadupattehe. Says the Upanishad, Tasmadva etasmad atmana akasha sambhutah akashad vayu vayo agni. So first the Atma became Akasha, and as Akasha, then Atma brought about the Vayu, as Vayu brought about fire. Similarly here also. Or Athva Nam Rupa Vyakaranantarameva Trivutkarana Pindotpadan Dwara Praveshastu. Or first the names and forms are brought about, and then the Trivutkaranam is brought about, and then the Pinda brought about, then the Pravesha brought about. Pravishyeti kwa pratyasya mukham vyadaya swapiditi vat samana kartukatva matrana upattehi bhavaha. That's all. Mukham vyadaya swapiti means what, Fellow sleeping, keeping his mouth open. Some people sleep like that, Meaning that the fellow whose mouth is open and fellow sleeping are both one. Mukham vyadaya swapiti. Similarly, Trivutkaranam krutva pravishati or vyakaroti. And therefore, Vyakarananantarameva pravesh. So let the name and forms are first of all brought to manifestation, and then threefoldness, and then Pinda, and then there is entrance there also, you can imagine. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।